It's Monday, October 29th, 7:20 p.m. We're at Needham High School. Needham against Brookline. Needham in black, Brookline in white. It's senior night for Needham. It's about 45 degrees at kickoff. Looks like it's Jock, Ben Kaplan, Eric up top. It's going to be Matt, Brendan, Jacob in midfield. It's Manuel, Mark, Isaac, and Ben Sander. And that's the whistle for the opening kickoff. Ben Sander goes down the left side. It's going to bounce in front of the sideline. They clear it up the sideline. That's Jacob off his body, goes out of bounds. It's going to be hard to see the sideline from where we are tonight. They send it back to their center back, number 9. He goes up the left side. He's got space. He's going to get... That's Ben Sanders' side. He tries to cross, gets deflected by Ben. Jacob goes down. They call a foul. We're half minute into the first half. There's no score. Ben Sander on the free kick. He's at the 30-yard line. Ben sends it up the right side. Defender number 3 has it off his head. That's Matt. Matt sends it back to Manuel. Manuel gets cut off. That's Jack on the ball. Up the sideline, number 12. 12 to the center of the field. It's going to go to the left side. That's Jacob coming back. They slide into the goalie, 23 in front, but it's Zach that comes out to save the ball. We're minute 10 into the first half, no scores. Goes out to Jacques. Jacques turns on it. He comes down the left side. He's past the 40. Here comes Jacques. Slide tackle. They take down a player. That's a foul on number 3. It's going to be a free kick for Brookline. It's right at the 18-yard line, it looks like. It's going to be Ben Kaplan on the free kick. 3 on the wall for Needham. They're actually not 10 yards out. They're more like 8 yards out. Ben on the free kick. He chips it to the back post. They clear it out. That was Manuel off his head. They send it back to Isaac, who's starting at center back. Isaac out to the wing to Ben Sander. Ben Sander cuts back to the middle of the field. He sends it through, it gets cut off. Needham sends it out to their right side. Number 13 sends it back to number 8. Goes up the left side in front of the Brookline bench. He turns, gets cleared by Isaac. It hit off, I think that was Eric, and went out of bounds over the Brookline bench. Throwing for Needham. They throw it at the 30-yard line. That's Brendan defending. They send it back. It gets passed to the center back, I think it's number 9. He comes to the right. He sends it to number 13 on the right wing. 13, he chips it. Gets headed by Brendan to Matt, back to Brendan. Brendan turns on it. Brendan in midfield sends it through to Manuel on the left. Manuel sends it up the wing to Jacques. Jacques gets hit on the wing, and it goes out of bounds. Throwing for Brookline. Manuel to Jacques, back to Manuel. Manuel hit Brendan with it. He didn't see it. Manuel, it goes out of bounds. Throwing for Needham. They go down the side. 12 has it. 12 to the middle of the field. He turns. 23 turned. Isaac on his left foot. Send it back to Brendan. Brendan has it. He turns to the middle of the field. He steps over it. Sends it to Manuel. Manuel sends it up to Jacques. Jacques, 3's trying to defend. Jacques sends it back to Isaac. Isaac to Ben Sander on the right side. Ben gets around a defender, crosses midfield. That was Matt to Eric. Tried to cross it in front, hit the player in the head. That's Brendan on the ball. Brendan turns, he loses it. They go to the corner, and shot is wide. It's going to be a goal kick for Needham. We are 4:10 into the first half. There's no score. They go down the side. That's cut off by Manuel. That's Brendan on number 8. That was Matt that stepped up. Brendan takes the ball away. Brendan sent it back to Ben Sander at the 40. Ben sends it toward the middle of the field. Matt's making a run. And Jacques was making a run in the box. Goalie boots it down the right side. It's heading toward the sideline. It goes out of bounds. Throwing for Brookline. Manuel on the throw. He's at the 45. He throws it toward Jacques. Jacques off his chest. And they say went out of bounds. Throwing for Needham at the 35-yard line. We are 5 minutes into the first half. There's no score. He throws it in. That's 13 off his head. That's Jacob on the run. Jacob over midfield. He steps over it. Jacob comes back. Jacob turns. Jacob sends it back to Mark. Gets through Mark to Isaac. Isaac to Ben on the right side. Ben in front of the Brookline bench. Ben puts it down the right sideline. He's trying to find Eric. That was Jacques tried to get it to Eric. It's going toward the end line, and it rolled out of bounds. Let's see. Actually, it looks like they go down the left side on the free kick. Player turns, he gets hit with it. That was that's Brendan that plays it ahead. That looks like Eric. Eric to the side to Jacques. Jacques on his left foot, he shoots. Goalie with a nice save. Goalie walks it out, bounces it. He's going to boot it to the middle of the field, over the middle of the field. Off the Needham player. That was Mark that played it out of bounds. At the 20-yard line. We're 6:30 into the first half. There's no score. Needham sends it to number 13. 13 looks up. He tries to cross it. Gets headed away by Brendan. That's Brendan on the run. He comes back, gets the ball, sends it to Matt. Matt to Jacques. Jacques loses it to number 13 up the side. Manuel to Jacques. Jacques down the left side. He goes to the middle of the field. That's Eric on the ball. Eric on his left foot. Eric in front. Saved by the goalie. Goalie rolls it out to the right, spinning toward the sideline. 13 has it on the right sideline. He crosses the 40. 13 turns. He cuts back to the middle of the field to number 12. 12, he's at the 30-yard line. 12 cuts in. He tries to get through it. They call offside. Offside on 23, right at the 16-yard line. We are 7:30 into the first half. There's no score. It's Manuel on the free kick for Brookline. Manuel, it's a low one. Past Jacob, he tried to get it to Jacques. That's Matt ahead to Jacques. Jacques makes a run to the middle of the field. Jacques to his left, gets cut off by number 3. Here comes Matt. It gets cut off and it's going to roll out of bounds. Throw in for Brookline. It is Eric gave it to Jacques. Jacques on the throw. He is at the 30-yard line. Jacques throws it toward the box. Gets headed by the Needham defender. Jacques comes in but gets played out. That's Mark coming back. That was 12 that headed it ahead. That's it's out of bounds. It's gonna be a goal kick for Brookline. So you can see the end line is not. Well, anyway, Ben Sander up the right side. He sends a wing. He's trying to find Eric. Got cut up by the defender. That's Brendan coming back on the player in front of the Brookline bench. It goes back to the middle of the field. They have some space. Matt's after him. Matt slows him down. The 8 to the middle of the field. He tries to turn, got cleared away by Brendan to the side. 13, hit Manuel. Manuel plays it down to Jacques. Jacques on his body. Jacques gets around the defender. Jacques crosses midfield. Jacques, he's got Jacob with him. Jacques down the left side. Jacques in front to Jacob. He got pushed. He shoots. That was Eric on the shot. Got saved by the goalie. That's Jacob on that side, and they call a foul on Jacob. That was a good opportunity. Good run by Jacques. We are 9:40 into the first half. No score. Goalie down the left-hand side. It's headed in the air. They cross midfield. Ben Sander off his head. That was Eric off his foot to Jacob. That's Matt has the ball. Matt turns onto his right. Matt to the right side. Matt goes up the sideline, goes to the side. They send it back to the center to Ben Kaplan. Ben Kaplan turns. He has it on his left foot. He sends it across the field. He saw Manuel making a run, and the Needham player lets it go out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Needham. They take a quick throw. It's on the right side. Jacques over there. 3 back to the middle of the field. That's Ben Kaplan on him. They send it over. It's going to bounce. Isaac on his left foot sends it to Manuel. Gets cut off by number 12. That's Brendan that comes back to try to slow it down. 12 to his left. That's Ben Sander. He gets around him. He tries to cross and hit Isaac. Goes out of bounds. Should be a corner for Needham. First corner of the game. We're 11 minutes into the first half. There's no score. Needham on the corner. They have one player in the box. That's Jacob on covering him. They've got 5 people on the back post, 1 on the near post. It comes in toward the center of the goal. It's in front. 8 shoots, gets blocked. That is... He's trying to turn, and it's going to be another corner for Needham. Sorry, it's another throw. That's... It gets deflected. They play it ahead. 3's under it for Needham. He plays it down with his right foot. Off his head to number 13. Manuel's trying to get by him. Goes out of bounds. 13 on the throw back to the middle of the field. That's Matt on him. Matt tries to poke it away. 8 down the side hit Manuel. Matt turns. 8 takes it away. 8 to the middle of the field. It's a free kick for Needham. It's about the 35-yard line. With 12:15 into the first half, there's no score. It should be a free kick at the 35-yard line for Needham. They take it quickly. 3 has it. 3 to the back post. He heads it way over the top. 12:30 into the first half, no score. Zach on the goal kick for Brookline. Zach, low to the right to Ben Sanders' side. 2 people are converging on him. He gets by. Ben crosses midfield. Ben pokes it ahead. It got past Ben Kaplan. It's in midfield. That's Jacob on the ball. Jacob to his left. He's got no one. He's got 5 yards in front of him. Jacob to his left to Manuel. Manuel to Jacques. Jacques turns, gets poked away. Matt to the side, tried to hit Manuel, got poked out of bounds. Throw-in for Brookline. First sub is coming in the game. It's going to be, looks like it's Luca for Brendan at the 13:20 mark of the first half. It's going to be a throw-in for Jacques. Jacques toward the top of the box, got headed by Eric. It's in the other side. That was, who was that making a run? Goalie has the ball. Oh, that was Luca making a run, sorry. To the side, Ben Sander to the side. They try to get it through. They go down the left side. They cut it back. That's Matt on the ball. Gets around 2 defenders. Isaac pokes it away. Jacob high in the air at the 25-yard line. 8 heads it back in. That was It's deflected back. That's Mark off his chest. Mark protects it. Mark on the ground. He tried to find Jacques. Got cut off. That's Isaac. Matt takes it away. Matt at the 35. Tried to poke it by 2 defenders. He tries to get through, got held. Matt to the right. Matt gets around number 8. He crosses midfield. Matt to the right side. That is, I think that's Eric on that side. Eric gets in. Eric on his left foot. He shoots, it gets blocked. 23 pokes it out. That's Mark steps up. Mark on his foot. Mark to Jacob. Jacob makes a move. Jacob to the left side. Passes to 15. Jacob. He's got Manuel on his left. He sends it back to Jacob. Jacob steps over. Back to Manuel on the sideline. Back to Jacob at the 30. Jacob gets around one player. Manuel has it. He sends it down the sideline. That's Jacob. Pokes it in front. Defender under Jacques' foot. It's in front. It shoots. It went over the top. That was Matt right in front at the 6-yard box. Put it over the top. We are 15-20 into the first half. There's no score. Goal kick for Needham. Needham goalie to the right-hand side. That was off Ben Kaplan. Luca has it. Luca loses it to 23. 23 to the left. It's in front of the Brookline bench. They try to go up the side. Needham player cuts it back. They're going down the left side. 23 has it. He turns. It gets taken away. He tries to get in the box. Got cleared out by, I think it was Mark. That's Jacob on the ball. Jacob to the left. Jacob over the middle. Jacob to the side to Jacques. He gets past the left side defender. He crosses in front. Just over Matt. It's on the ground. That was Luca running in. He couldn't get to the ball. So that was Tom that was in the game. Tom missed a header there. It's in front of the Brookline bench. They send it back. They reverse the field to number 13. 13 to the left. Back to the middle of the field. That's Manuel to Jacques. Jacques over midfield. Jacques steps over it. Jacques goes to his right. Cuts through 2 defenders. Jacques still with the ball. He loses it. That's Manuel to Matt. Matt to Ben on the right side. Ben looks. Ben crosses. That's Jacques in front. He heads it wide. We're 17-20 into the first half. There's no score. It's gonna be a goal kick for Needham. You can hear Zach calling out signals from the goalie. Goalie boots it toward midfield. It bounces through a crowd. Got poked away by Mark on his left foot. 16 on the right side. Tries to send it down the wing. 8 turns. They're trying to go down the right side this time. 16 cuts it back to 8. They got 2 guys on the right side. 8 plays it to the side to number 10. 10 crosses to the back post. It gets headed. That's Matt. It gets cleared by Isaac. They shoot, and it's wide. We're 18-15 into the first half. There's no score. Zach on the goal kick for Brookline. Zach down the middle of the field. Hit the Needham player in the head. 18 off his head. That's Manuel off his left foot. 3 pokes it down the right side. It's going toward the sideline, and it's going to go out of bounds. Throwing for Brookline. Should be Manuel on the throw. He tries to get it in. Gets cut off by... That's Jacob takes the ball away. They say he went out of bounds. Throwing down the side. It's number 8. He pokes it to the side to number 10. 10 crosses in front. Gets through. They pushed Eric down. That's Matt that clears it down the right. That's Ben Kaplan. and it got poked out of bounds. I say hit Ben last. Subs are coming into the game for Brookline. That's Dimitri in the game. It's a Dimitri, Jacques, and Tom up top. We got Luca, Matt, and Jacob in midfield. Throwing for Needham right at midfield. That's past Ben Sander. That's Isaac's side. They're going down the left. Isaac's trying to cut it off. It goes to the middle. That's Mark. Mark on his right foot. He sends it up the right side over number 9. That's Dimitri making a run. 9 clears it to the middle. That's 7 off his thigh. 7 sends it back to 9. 9 to the other side to 18. They're trying to go down the wing, it looks like. 23 goes the other way. He's got a runner on the left side. That's Jacob that knocked it away. That's Dimitri. Had an odd angle on the ball. Dimitri cuts it off. He's bodying it back to Ben Sander. Ben Sander to the right. It's going to go out of bounds. Throwing for Needham right at midfield. They throw it down the left side. That's Matt that keeps it in. Matt to Jacob. Jacob tries to turn on it. Sends it back to Matt. Jock had it. He tried to get it to Dimitri. He got cut off. They go down their left side. That's Ben Sander that clears it toward the Brookline bench. Throwing for Needham. There's 19-20 left in the first half. There's no score. To the middle field. That's Matt that cut it off. He's on his right foot. He gets blocked. Number 7 has it. That's got cut off by Jacob. That is, who is that? Jacob right at the center circle. Jacob to the left side. He's got Jacques on his left. He sends it to the left corner to Jacques. Jacques on his left foot. Jacques on his right foot. Jacques cuts back to his left. Tries to get around the defender. It stayed in bounds. Needham clears it out. Needham down their right side. It's heading toward the sideline. Looks like it's going to roll out of bounds. 18:40 left in the first half. There's no score. Throwing for Brookline at the 20-yard line. Looks like the ref is moving Manuel back. Manuel throws it in. It's going to bounce. Jacques he got held, no call. It's high in the air. It goes past Isaac. 23 off his foot. He's trying to get it on his right foot to shoot. It got cut off by Manuel on his left foot. 7 sent it. No, that's 10 that sent it back to 7. 7 to the left side. Headed away by Isaac. He has a shot. It gets blocked by Mark. That was Luca that cleared it with his left foot. Jacques on the ball. Jacques at the 40. Sends it back to Manuel. Manuel up the sideline. Gets cut off by number 16. Manuel blocks it out of bounds. Needham throws it down the right side to number 10. 10 turns on it. That's Mark to Manuel. Manuel on his left. He gets bumped. 18 to 16. 16 to the back post. Here comes Zach. Zach catches it. 17:25 left in the first half. There's no score. Zach boots it with his right foot over midfield. Needham player off his left foot, back to Jacques. Jacques loses it in midfield. That's number 8, sends it back to number 9. Right in the middle of the field. They go up the wing. That's Manuel's side. Manuel cuts it back, and it goes out of bounds. They throw in for Needham. He throws it toward the middle of the field to 23. That's Isaac that clears it out of bounds. Another throw in for Needham. Subs are coming in for Brookline. Matt is coming out. Jacques is coming out. And Jacob is coming out. So Brendan and Rex came in the game. And they throw it in toward the box. Isaac clears it out of play. 16:20 left in the first half. There's no score. So the front line for Brookline is Eric, Dimitri, and Tom. That was Brendan under the ball. 7 to his left. He tries to get back to his right foot. Gets cut off. He goes to the side to number 8. 8 gets blocked. That is Rex blocking the ball. and they call a foul on Needham player. Rex on a nice block. Free kick at the 20. Manuel's going to take it. There's 15:40 left in the first half. There's no score. Manuel on his left foot to the middle of the field. Brendan got run over, no call. That was Isaac, clears it ahead. That's Eric off the top of his head. Goalie comes out to the edge of the box to stop the ball. So we've got Tom up top, we've got Eric, and it is going to bounce toward the sideline. Player tries to keep it in, but he can't. Throw in for Brookline at the 30-yard line. They throw it into Rex. Rex turns to his right. He gets bumped. They call a foul. Free kick for Brookline at the 32-yard line. 35-yard line. Manuel's going to take it. 14:40 left in the first half. There's no score. Needham has a line right at the 25. It goes over the top. It got headed by Eric. That was Dimitri making a run in. 10 tries to bring it down. 10 ahead to 23, to 8, it was 19. Got taken away by Luca, who tried to find Eric on the side, got cut off, went out of bounds. 8 off his head, it's back to Isaac. Isaac on his left foot. It gets headed ahead by number 3 for Needham. That's Ben Sanders steps over it. He clears it toward the sideline. Brendan's making a run. It's right at the sideline. Brendan on the sideline heads it back in play. They say he was out of bounds. Throwing for Needham. 20 down the side. He crosses it, gets deflected out of bounds. Should be a corner for Needham. 13:40 left in the first half. There's no score. Brendan's on the near post. Ben is short on that side. Needham has one player right in front. He comes back. He's going to the middle of the field. 8 off his head. And Zach picks it up. Zach down the side. He's tried to find Eric. It goes back to him. 13:10 left in the first half. There's no score. Zach bounces it twice, boots it over midfield. That's Dimitri under it. Dimitri heads it backwards. It's played back. That's Rex. Rex loses it to number 8. Comes out to the side to Manuel. Manuel on his left foot. He goes to the back post. Goes over Tom. 7 has it for Needham. Goes down the side. Eric cut it off. That's Dimitri. Dimitri got fouled right at the 20. That's a rather violent collision there. They got Brendan over the free kick. It's at the 20-yard line. So Brendan on the free kick. Brendan or Manuel on the free kick. Let's see what it is. They're going to spot the ball at the 20, right on the hash mark. I think there's a timeout that's been called. I think there's a timeout by Brookline. 12:04 left in the first half. There's no score. Brookline on the free kick when we return. Let me get in the huddle here. Okay, we'll see what happens here. So reset, 12:04 left in the first half. Brookline has a free kick at the 20-yard line. It's right on the left numbers, looking from our side. Let's see if they made any adjustments with the lineup while we had the timeout. Brendan and Manuel were over the free kick. It's Jock and Ben Kaplan now over the free kick at the 20. A strategic timeout here. Brookline has 4 in the back. I'm not sure he's 10 yards out. Jock steps over it. Ben shoots it right in front. 22 to the side. They come down the side. They try to hit the player in front of the Brookline bench. He loses it out of bounds. Throwing for Brookline. It's Jock, Ben, Eric up top. That's I think it was Rex over the ball. He spun. He lost it out of bounds. Throwing for Needham. Right in front of the Brookline bench. 7 has it. 7 down the left side. 7 to the side. I think they call him offside. 11:20 left in the first half. There's no score. They're giving it to Ben Sander to take the free kick. He is at the roughly 20-yard line. Just over 11 minutes left in the first half. Ben down the right side. 4's under it for Needham. That's Ben Kaplan cleared it to the middle, cleared by the defender. That's Luca on the ball. Luca, they called a foul on the Needham player. Free kick for Brookline. I think Brendan was actually taking the free kick, but Ben picked the ball up. So it's a free kick right there inside of midfield. He sets up the ball right at the 50-yard line. 10:30 left in the first half. There's no score. Ben to the middle of the box. 3. That was Brendan that was making a quick run in. They clear it on their left foot to the side. That's over Ben. And it hits the defender, goes out of bounds. Ben Sander has the ball. 4 subs coming in for Needham. It's like Jacob and Matt are back in the game for Rex and Luca. Throwing for Brookline. Ben Sander down the right side. That's Jacques on the ball. Jacques turns, he gets through. Jacques on his left foot, he shoots. Just wide. 9:30 left in the first half. There's no score. Jacques came out with the ball. He had a nice shot. Goalie is going to go out to his right side. Goalie boots it down the right side of the field. That's Matt off the back of his head. 23 has it. 23 down the right side. Brendan's defending. 23 chips it ahead. That's Manuel. Brendan has it. Brendan makes a run. Brendan to the middle of the field. That's Ben Kaplan. That's Matt on the ball. Matt sends it down the right. He tried to hit Eric. That's Ben Sanders steps up. Ben in front. Ben to Eric. Tried to cut it through. Got cut off by the Needham player. They try to go through the middle. That's Mark. Got deflected by Matt toward Ben, who clears it as far as the 25. Needham keeps the ball in. They send it out to their right side. Number 13 sends it back up top to number 8. 8 turns. He tries to get around Jacob. They shoot it. It's going to go wide. 8:15 left in the first half. There's no score. Police car goes by in the distance. Zach on the goal kick. He sends it down the left side. Needham players there. That's Brendan. He tried to chip it down the right side. Number 13. 13 hits it out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for Brookline. You can see the soccer field does not end at the end of the end zone. Zach puts it down the middle of the field. That was Jacob ahead. The Needham player pokes it ahead. Here comes Zach. Zach at the edge of the box. 12 tried to jump over Zach. That's Ben Sander on this side. Ben to the middle of the field. Jock over his head. That's Jacob to the left. Jacob to Manuel. Manuel up the side. He's trying to find Eric. And it gets cleared. Nope. I think it was out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Brookline. Roughly the 20-yard line. Jacques on the throw. 6:50 left in the first half. There's no score. Jacques toward the box. Gets headed by the Needham player in the air. 8 heads it in the air. Brendan off his head to Jacob. Jacob on his right foot. He shoots it on frame. Goalie makes a save. Nice shot by Jacob. 6:30 left in the first half. No score. Goalie boots it. That's a good mark off his head. That was, that's Matt trying to play him back. 8 has it. 8 to the side. That's Isaac on the side. He goes in front. 22 got cut up by Isaac. He shoots. And it's just wide. Just missed the far post. A lot of chatter from both sides there. Nothing was called. Just under 6 minutes left in the first half. Goal kick for Zach and Brookline. Zach to the middle of the field. Hits the player. That's Manuel tried to poke it away. That's Mark steps up. Mark on his body. Mark up the left side. That's defender toward the sideline. It goes out of bounds. That was Tom pressing the ball. It's Jacques on the throw. Jacques toward the back post. It's in front. They clear it. 8 to 23. 23 pokes it ahead. That's Mark. That's Isaac on this side. Isaac clears it to the side to Manuel. Manuel to Matt. Matt to Mark. Mark to Isaac on this side. Isaac with his left foot to Jacques. Jacques plays it back to himself. Gets bumped off the ball by number 8. 8 tries to cut through. Brendan cuts it off. They call a foul. The ball is at the 40-yard line, roughly. It's a free kick for Needham, just inside the 40. It's just inside the 40. Needham has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players on the back side. They go right to the back post. Mark off his body. Ben Sander to the right side. It's going up the side. That was Brendan making a run. He crosses it in front. That's Zach's going to come out and get it. Zach hit. He hit Manuel with the ball as he was sprinting out. Zach to the right side to Ben Sander. There's under 4 minutes left in the first half. Ben down the right side. Defender cuts it off. It's going to bounce back into Brookline territory. Ben Sander again. He puts it on the ground to Brendan. Brendan turns. That's Ben Kaplan, I believe, on that side. He's got Jock on the back post. Got headed away by the defender out of bounds. That was a good play. Corner for Brookline. .325 left in the first half. Jacques is going to take the corner for Brookline. Brookline has one guy in the near post who's coming toward the ball. That's Matt. Matt back to Jacques. Jacques cuts around him. Jacques on his right foot. Got through 2 defenders. Brendan has it. Brendan on his right foot. Brendan to Jacob. Jacob on the left side. He cuts it back to his right. Jacob on his right foot. He has a shot. Right toward the goal. That was Matt for the rebound, but there was no rebound. Goalie has the ball. Goalie boots it low to the right. It's over. It's over Mark. It's going to go back to Zach. 2:35 left in the first half. No score. Ben Sander to the side. It got poked back. That's Isaac on the ball. Isaac off his right foot. That's Jacob that got hit. No call. Brendan defending. He gets by Ben Kaplan. He tries to make a spin move. He put his elbow up. No call. Isaac clears it out of bounds. They throw down the right side toward the corner to 23. 23 crosses. It's going to go wide. We're going to be under 2 minutes left in the first half. There's no score. Zach's going to take the goal kick from his left side. Zach out to the side to Ben Sander. Ben looks up. He sends the wing. He's trying to find, I think it's Ben Kaplan on that side. Gets cleared by the Needham defender toward the sideline. Ben Sander keeps it in. Needham has it. He turned at the 40. They try to chip it. Mark off his body. Mark clears it with his right foot. It's off his head. That's Jacques on the ball. Brendan's making a run to the left. Jacques turns. Jacques at the 50. Sends it to Manuel on the left side. Manuel looks up. Manuel tried to find Brendan. He tried to poke it ahead to Jacob. 3 in the corner. And it goes out of bounds. What's the call? Throwing for Needham. Right under the light stanchion. It comes back. It bounces past Manuel. 12 makes a run to the center of the field. 12 to the side. Tried to hit 23 on a cut. Zach picks up the ball. Zach to Manuel. We're under 2 minutes. Manuel down the left side. Manuel up the left side. He tried to hit Tom. He didn't get there. 8 has the ball. 8 turns. Sends it to his left side. He's got 12 making a run on his left. He slides it slowly to 23. He gets poked away by Mark. That's Jacob 10 yards in front of him. He's got Jacques to the left. Jacques making a run to the left corner. Jacques in the left corner. He crosses in front. Right in front of the goal. Tom was lurking, but goalie has the ball. We'll probably have seconds left in the half. Score 0-0. Goalie boots it over midfield, and that's a halftime whistle. Score at the half, 0-0.